Hey, Jack Squad, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody doing well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. You got to make it happen for yourself. Oh, I can't wait to get my t-shirts, y'all. You know, I'm gonna do make it happen for yourself in the front, and then I'm gonna do make it happen, and then for yourself. I'm gonna do it two ways. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to do it on a hat. But anyway, y'all, thanks for watching, Jackie with a Q. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. All of my social media sites are down in the description box, as well as my Cash App and my email. And again, feel free to donate to my channel because it is greatly needed. I'm not going to give y'all a sad story every time I talk to y'all, but all kind of shit going on. But anyway, I'm talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, listen, I thought they were going to wait until, because it's going 4 episodes. Wait until the 3rd or the 4th to talk to Erica regarding the Tom, her husband, Girardi situation and the money that's owed to the victims of the plane crash. But he did go into he did ask her questions, and she went into detail about the marriage, right? And it all made sense to me. Now, do I think she kind of stretched something to me? She said she handed her paychecks over to Tom. I don't know if I believe that. Like, are we still doing that today, ladies? I get like he was managing her money. Like, I don't know. I don't need anybody to manage my money. But, you know, she said she's been with him since she was 27. They've been together close to 25 years, right? And he's was much older because he's 80 now. She's 50, so he's 30 years older. So he was good and damn near grown. He was good and grown when she got with him. And she said because Andy said, well, I know how much you make, you know, so he was trying to say, don't act like you don't have anything. And she said, well, I was handing my checks over to Tom. Like, that one was like, really? Because it seems like she's too progressive and modern of a woman to say, here go my paycheck. But but she kept saying she didn't have, see, this is what threw me. She said she didn't have access to her money. So if you don't have access to your money, why would you hand your paycheck over to your husband? You know, because that's something that's yours. I can see that you don't have access to the money that he has made, even though you all are married. But your paycheck is your paycheck. Why didn't you have access to that? And so that was a little concerning to me. She said that he asked, had Tom, do you know if he was cheating? She said she know of 3. He asked her, had she ever cheated? And she hesitated. And then she said, well, not until I file for divorce. So, like I said, there's somebody brewing. There's somebody in the works. I just don't believe. So you're used to all this money. And so you walking around in these circles where the money people are. She's a very nice looking woman, especially to be 50. She still got a shape. She looks good. She know how to put her clothes on. There's somebody in the wings. Now, it must be somebody that likes her and knows the shit she's going through, and she may have to pay. So it's going to be somebody with some money, because if they sue her and she has to help pay that $20 million back, that'll be a lifetime, right? So there has to be somebody that can afford to help her do that, right? So he didn't go into detail with it. I wanted him to go into detail, and he made next episode. But she told a lot. And she said that, of course, as the wife, you keep things hidden and you make things look good. So I get all that. And then Andy asked her, well, when did you decide? Did you have a heads up? Did he give you a heads up? Because that's what I wanted to know. Did she have a heads up that some shit was coming and get out the way? And she said no. It was a very interesting conversation that he was having with her. He didn't ask her what I saw on the preview about, I'm going to hold you to the fire and ask these questions. And then she asked the girls to help her out. That didn't happen this episode. So maybe that's going to happen next week. I still don't like the way. I want Garcelle to be a little more, I don't even know what the word to say. I want her to check them a little better. Especially Dorit, and Dorit and Renna. Now, her and Renna made up last week. Just something about that I don't like, and I think Garcelle may be just like, fuck it, I'm picking up a check, and I get it, They also talked to the sisters. Now, I didn't realize it had been 10 years since Kathy Hilton, Paris Nim's mom, had not spoken to my girl. Why can't I think of her name? Mauricio's wife. Oh my God, I can't remember her name. Oh Lord. But that's interesting. But anyway, I can't remember her name right now. Why can't I? Kyle and Kathy hadn't spoken 10 years. That's a long time. That's a long time. And that's a very long time. And yeah, that's a long time. And I'm thinking about that because I have a situation like that. I haven't spoken to somebody in over a year and I need to speak to them. But sometimes shit go on and all you want is to be heard and understood. I want you to hear me and understand me. You don't have to agree with me, but hear me. Don't talk. Hear me and understand my feelings, because that's what I do when I'm talking to people. Because I've learned years ago that once you understand who someone is, you can better get along with them, right? So anyway, it didn't give me Real Housewives of Beverly Hills didn't give me what I thought it was going to give me in terms of the preview that I had saw. But, and then, this is another thing I want to know. Why they didn't have to dress, usually the housewives look beautiful and they're all in the same color scheme. Why the Beverly Hills housewives are not in the color scheme? They're the richest of all of the housewives. Why they kind of look like a mess. And you kind of can't signal out what is what, right? Like, I would like to see Garcelle's full outfit. I kind of not like the shoes or the outfit, but I want to see it standing up. You can't, they're all like a hodgepodge, like a mismatch of outfits sitting up there, right? It's not cohesive, and I wonder why they didn't do that. And I need to ask, well, why didn't they dress, in the same color scheme? That's been working for years. It always looks well. Everybody always looks beautiful. I don't even think they're in gowns. They're just in some old dresses. Kathy Hilton does not look like the money that she has. She never does. But like she said, she spends her money on her house, that's okay. That's fine. But I just want to know why they weren't all looking very cohesive. It's kind of bad on the eyes, right? But anyway, I hope that, I want, what I'm waiting on from Erica is for her to say, I don't know if she said it, maybe she said it lightly, but I want her to say, I am so sorry for these people. Because she said, well, because she shared in the money, she has to share in the lawsuit or whatever. And she said, there's certain things she can't talk about, which I understand that as well. And she can't talk about what she talked, what her and her lawyer spoke about. Because Andy asked her a question. She said, that's something that I can't answer. But it seems like she was forthright. She was answering the questions. But I just don't see enough of, I'm sorry for the victims. Because she sort of said she doesn't believe Tom took the money. Like, where is it? He was the lawyer. Where's the money? You know what I'm saying? So she said that's what the bankruptcy lawyer the bankruptcy magistrate or whoever has to figure out. So they're forensically looking into the monies. Now, they did show a picture of Tom with a black eye. She said he was in a memory, did she call it a memory facility? Because I was like, I ain't never heard of that, right? I guess that's somewhere where rich people go when they have Alzheimer's or dementia. They call it a memory facility. I ain't never heard of that. But Tom did have a black eye. And she said that, I want to say that she said he could be combative, And she said she had been seeing his health decrease the last few years, but nobody would pay her any attention. And she said the lawyers were afraid that Tom would sue her because Tom was a powerful man. And she said everybody was being tight-lipped and doing what Tom wanted to do. And so now it's at this point. And he's 80-some years old. So a lot of times you can have good health and you can have your mind, and then it takes one thing, especially if your health has been decreasing, to take you all the way down. And I think that's what happened. At first I thought he was playing, just to get out. And it would be so sad if she has to pay that money, if something happens to him and she has to pay that money back and they never find the money. But he did have a black eye, so I don't know who hit him in the eye. I need some answers to that. Like, he's still an elderly gentleman, even though he took their money, or is alleged that he took the money. I want to know, where is the money? If you took the money, did Erica spend all the money? And, you know, they were asking and they were saying, like Sutton, she's been through a divorce and she found out her husband had things that she didn't know of, things in her name. You know, so that's the same thing that Erica's saying, that there were things in her name, houses, assets in her name, she knew nothing of. That's the way rich white men do, right? You know, we too broke. We know everything where every dime went, right? If Tyrone spent $20 too much, we know it. Nigga, where did that $20 go, right? So, you know, it sounded believable, except for the part about she had it over her check. I don't know. I guess is that the agreement that they made? Like, I don't know, because he did fund her career. Maybe she did hand over her check. I just thought about that. You know, he funded her career. You know, so maybe she did have to hand over her check. Maybe. I'm going to take that back. Maybe she did have to hand it over. Just seems so unbelievable in 2021, we're handing over our paychecks. That's all. But anyway, y'all, I'm waiting on episode part 3 and 4 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. I looked at, you know, I want to talk about, and I haven't talked about it, but I will next week. I'm going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. You know, that goddamn Candace. That Candace is first of all, she's so childlike, right? She's childlike, and her husband looks like he's turning into an alcoholic. He's getting frustrated with the childlike behavior. She's embarrassing everywhere she go. But I'll get into that. When did that come back on? When the Real Housewives of Potomac? I think they come on Sunday. So next week, y'all, this is what we got looking forward to. Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Love After Lockup, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to do those 4 if nothing else, right? I'm going to do those 4. I may try to ease in a dating story. Depends on where I'm at in my life and stuff, okay? But anyway, y'all, thanks for watching Jacquie Be the Cute. Thanks for standing by me. Again, hit the like button. New subscribers, welcome to the Jack Squad. Hit the bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And also, if you want to donate to my channel, my Cash App and my email is in the description box as well. Okay, guys? So you guys have a good day. Yeah, have a good day, guys. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, a lot of stuff on my plate today. And but I had already committed in my mind to doing a few videos. So if I'm not looking and sounding like normal, it's because a lot of stuff is going on. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm trying to. I gotta help. So I'm trying to help someone sort out some things in their life, and so that's where I'm at. You know, got a lot going on, and you know, I'm praying for some of my friends. I pray for my family and friends all the time, but specifically for one of my girlfriends who's going through a very trying time as well. And that's on my mind. I just spoke with her, and so that's on my mind as well. Let me tell y'all this. I got off track, but let me tell you, I have a girlfriend that says, and I just Googled it yesterday, and I had an auntie that tell me this years ago. So I have a girlfriend that says I want to see if I'm saying it right. I'm an empath. Let me look it up and see what it says. Again, if I empath. I'm an empath, right? E-M-P-A-T-H. Now, she had told me that last year. She's been saying that to me. She's very spiritual. So, you know, I just listened to her and, you know. And so yesterday, for whatever reason, I looked up the definition. And it is someone who feels more empathy than the average person. Now, I've always known that I was like this, and I'm going to try to get through this without crying. I always known that I was like this. I take on people's emotions, right? And I used to think it was because I've been through so much. I know how they feel, so I feel for them. But it's a real thing, an empath, right? And I think I looked it up because I was watching something else and somebody was calling someone else that. I was like, let me see what that is. Because I think that's what my friend had said that I was, right? And I also, last night, as I was researching this, it explains a lot that narcissists look for empaths. Now, I don't know if they knowingly do that, but that's what they attach to, right? Someone that takes on their emotions. And I told y'all that I was in a relationship for 10 years with a narcissist. Didn't know it till recently that that's what he was. But he's a case study. So anyway, it's a lot going on with people around me. My shit, I can usually just, pray, cry, get over it and go on through. But when it's somebody else's, it's a different feeling. And you're trying to help them as best you can, right? And sometimes people don't receive what you're saying, right? But I've been through a lot, so I can tell someone else how to go through hard times and difficult situations. And this too shall pass, it might not look like it when you're going through it, but it will pass, right? So I've had a lot of that going on today from a couple of people that are very, 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 very close to me. So I don't know if I said it in the other video, but I'm going to say it now. Keep me and my family and friends in your prayers, because it's a lot going on, right? And like I said, I can usually, go through some stuff and I pray about it and come up with a plan and put on a good face and go ahead, right? Everyone can't do that. Everyone cannot do that. And so I initially, I was planning and preparing to do my videos, and then I got a couple calls that were devastating. And I said, oh, okay, I'm not going to do it. But then I have to keep going on with life. I have to keep going on, right? I have to keep going on. And I know that I'm probably not looking and sounding as I should. But again, I told you all, this platform that I have helps me therapeutically. So I'm just speaking on it now because I don't want y'all to watch this and be like, what's wrong with her? She don't, it's some stuff going on that went on. It's going on currently. And I just got the calls just before I start recording my videos. So if I don't look like I normally look, that's the reason why. Because it's my heart is heavy right now. Heart is heavy, right? And heart is heavy. And I also had to make another life-altering situation, life-changing situation. So it's a lot on my plate. But, by the grace of God, everything going to be all right. And that's just how I like to look at it, And again, I can do what I need to do. But when you're trying to help somebody else, that makes the burden heavy, right? And so I'm heavily burdened right now. If that's how you say that. Okay, guys? But anyway, I just wanted to share because that's what I do. And it makes me feel better. You guys don't know me. Some of you guys I talk to a lot and I feel like I know you, And also, on a lighter note, when I move, I am going to have a meet and greet. Some of my subscribers that have turned into my friends, like I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Let me just say this, y'all. I know I just said a lot of doom and gloom just now, but I am still blessed. I am blessed because anywhere I go, I don't meet strangers, and I am able to make genuine friendships with people. And I have some subscribers, and you all know who you are, that I talk to like my good girlfriends from years ago. And they are now my good girlfriends, right? And like my friend Ann that's here. When my teeth was hurting, Ann came and took me to the dentist. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple other girlfriends that I talk to on the phone they started off as my subscribers, and we laugh and giggle, and we can talk for hours just like my girlfriends I've had for 30, 40 years, right? So I am blessed, right? And I just want to say that, but I just did want to also let you guys know where I was mentally, because I know that I'm probably not going to appear as my jolly self, right? So anyway, guys, everybody have a great day. Continue to stay safe. And thanks for watching Jacquie with a Q. And hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Bye-bye.